Hey Wheelbaiters, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Today we are talking about Wheelbite. If you don't know what Wheelbite is, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's when when you're grinding an obstacle and your wheel stops, right? It slides on the obstacle and it stops you in your tracks, just like this. And so it generally happens on ledges of one kind or another. If you've been around for a little while, you have known that I've been skating the Aeons, the Nick Lomax Aeons here, and I have been skating them flat. And I've been having some significant wheel bite issues every now and then when I skate the skates. And so a lot of you were kind enough to give a lot of great feedback and a lot of good advice about changing wheels and how you have Aeons and you've swapped out the wheels for either a different hardness, profile, size, whatever, and it's helped wheel bite a lot. Well, I got to thank my buddy Kirby Gorzel, local here. Check out him on the gram, Kirby. Thanks again for hooking it up with some of these Richie Eisler Looney Zooms. And so what's so special about these, so they're 59 millimeter wheels, so 59 millimeter in diameter, and they are a 90A hardness or durometer. So they are almost the same as kind of the stock USD wheels here, which are 60 millimeter in diameter and also 90 alpha 90A hardness. The big difference here that you can tell very quickly is the profile. Right? You can see that even though they're about the same diameter, the profile, this Richard Eisler one is the bullet style, right? Very rounded, and this one is just kind of a stock USD wheel, which is very squared off. And so a lot of you have switched to a bullet style wheel, whether it's this one or otherwise, and had very, very good results in getting rid of wheel bite, which is great because that's something I very much want to get rid of. And so if you want kind of an in-depth sort of lowdown educational video on this, Ricardo Lino has a really, really great video going over all the intricacies of different wheel profiles and the pros and cons of each. And so definitely check that out down in the description below. I'll link to that so you can go check that out. So we're not going to go too deep into that today, into the characteristics of the wheels. We're just going to go out and test. We're going to skate at the local skate park that I love, Pearsall Park here in San Antonio, Texas. And we're going to skate a couple ledges with the stock wheels, and then we're going to skate a couple ledges with the rounded or the bullet style Richie Eisler undercover wheels here. And we're going to kind of gather some thoughts, see how it goes, and come back and kind of report the findings of how it goes. Again, please consider subscribing to the channel. It gets rollerblading out to more people, and that's the goal of this channel, is to get more people on rollerblades or back onto rollerblades. So please consider hitting subscribe and giving the video a thumbs up if you do end up liking it. And without further ado, we'll see you out at the park. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna wait until we get back to the house to really talk about just how good these wheels are and how much of a difference they make. But the last and final test here, probably the true test here, is this curb right here. I have gotten so much wheel bite on in the past. So we're gonna try a back royale. I'm really nervous because when I've gotten wheel bite in the past on this, it just like bucks you off, and there's not really a good way to bail on this other than just eat it. So this will be the true test. We'll see if it works. We got our F-16s flying around, so maybe that's good luck. Let's give it a go. Just got done skating the Richie Eisler Looney Zooms 59mm 90 hardness with the bullet profile. Okay, so first off, before I talk about the kind of the wheel bite or lack thereof, I do want to talk about like just the feel and just turning. So going from kind of this profile, like this nice square profile, to this more bullet profile. You know, what's interesting is I guess I thought I had heard that with this kind of skinnier profile wheel, or I guess this different profile wheel, this bullet style, was that it was easier to turn. And I'll say that something I found, and maybe this is just me or how I skate or something, but I found that it felt like I was sort of on skis, where it was like more of a challenge to actually change direction, which I thought was really strange. And I don't know that I've heard anyone else say that before. But I definitely found that it was like a little harder to turn. I can tell it's one of those things like you just have to get used to, and like over time you absolutely will get used to it. But I just thought that was kind of worth mentioning before we get into it a little bit here. And so as you saw, I try to do just about every trick on the same obstacle. I didn't wax anything, before or after or anything like that. And so again, try to keep it as objective as possible and the same. And yeah, let me just say, first impressions, I'm pretty blown away, because I knew that a lot of people had commented and said, hey, like I switched to either these wheels or something very similar, and wheel bite all but went away. And except for that last clip, which I'll get to that in a second, I found that to be true. And so the biggest difference I found between the two wheels really was that with the kind of square style wheel, that the wheel bite is much more abrupt, it's much more unpredictable, and it's much more severe. With the bullet style wheel, it's not like wheel bite was completely eradicated, because you could see, especially on well, that was the topsail on that ledge, and then on the very end, that curved curb that I was trying to grind. The wheel bite still exists, but I think it's, number one, much less severe, much less common, and I think most importantly, at least for me, much more predictable and much more manageable. It doesn't just bite you like a snake. I'm a snake. Can just send you for the ride. It's much more gradual. It's much less severity. And it's something like, man, this was a big eye opener. This is big. I got sent for the ride on the very last clip, but I think that was silly. That curb never slides very well. I don't think I was positioned very well. And I think with a little bit of wax, I don't think that would have happened either. That curb is notorious for being kind of sticky, which is why I kind of tested it out there, but probably could have let it go after 1 or 2 tries, but I wanted to see. So, but yeah, I mean, night and day. You could see on that first longer ledge I was skating, pretty much everything I was, I would do it once or twice, and then I'd like start doing it to where like, okay, like I should be getting severe wheel bite right now, but I wasn't. And it was like, whoa, like, how is this possible? How's this happening? Highly impressed, super duper impressed at the lack of wheel bite with these. So super happy. My confidence is back. I'm really happy that, that I put these on. Well, cool. So I think we pretty well have, I mean, I guess that's effectively my thoughts. Is right. Does it get rid of wheel bite altogether? No. Do you still need to like use decent technique to avoid wheel bite? Yes. But again, I think the biggest factor here is that it's more manageable. It's more predictable. And that alone makes it far less scary. I can't wait to skate these wheels more and yeah, not have as much wheel bite. Or at least as often or as severe. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, it really helps get rollerblading out to more people. Give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one, rollerbooters. Take care. Which one of these videos looks more interesting to you? This one or this one? Click one to support the channel and to support rollerblading, and I'll see you there.